Good evening, firing squad of the Killing Wall. Welcome for this evening's briefing. Tonight is a personal issue. Now, I know that last night was a special briefing, but tonight is a personal issue. And I'll talk about that in a second. But first and foremost, as always, let's go through our call to orders. First off, help Kinko out. That donation link is still there. Buy a Kinko shirt. That's an order. Okay. Download the Live 365 app. Listen to us 24/7. Check out hellfireradio.com, as well as checking us out on Twitch and YouTube. Share. And when you're not sharing, you're sharing. Share the hell out of this briefing. Troops Debbie, Paige, and Azazel, thank you for reporting into the Killing Wall. So, here's why tonight's personal to me. Reason why tonight's personal to me is because tonight, we're tackling something. We're tackling something tonight. We're talking about teeth. Okay, I'm not talking about the movie because, dear fucking God, but no, not the movie. We're talking about those bony little protrusions that exude from our gums, cause all kinds of pain, all kinds of misery, seem to, I don't know, make us feel like we're the most hideous things on the fucking planet. Yeah, those. So, Troops Gabby and Jessica, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for reporting in. And thank you for calling yourselves to order. So, here's the individual charges against Teeth. 1, needlessly painful out of nowhere. So they attack like cowards. That's one. Charge 1. Charge 2. Making a person feel hideous, aka it is human shaming. That's 2. Okay? That's 2. 3, being unfucking reliable. Unreliable. In other words, sometimes a tooth will not do what it's supposed to. Charge 4. Charge 4. Lack of conformity. That's right. Lack of conformity. Troop Azazel, you're going to be the first to get a toothache, but I love your enthusiasm. For those of you that don't know, this is a personal issue of mine. Okay? Me, unfortunately, I was given a lovely little birth defect. Want to know what that birth defect was? You want to know? Okay, I'll tell you. I was born with the ability to produce enamel, which means that what's sticking out of my gums right now is bone. Just bone. Which means they're subject to cracking. Which means they're extra fragile. Which means they wear down. Goes towards the charge of reliability. Which means the pieces break off. Which brings me to another point. My merch. $20 will get you a membership card to the Killing Wall. Signed by me. 30 will get you a written order. A written kill order. Typed up with each of the individual charges of whatever particular thing that you feel that you need to have executed. Signed by me. For $100, I will take a perfectly customized photo of myself, professionally done and autographed, personalized by me. Top tier. Oh, this is a biggie. Top tier, and it's kind of relevant. you get to have one of the pieces of my teeth that broke off. I keep a whole fucking box of my teeth. You don't believe me? I'll be happy to show you in a moment. Troop Sever from Belgium, one of our international troops. Thank you for reporting in. Sergeant Jeremy, glad to see you reporting in. Troop Ronald, hey, glad to see you reporting in. Adjutant Amelia, retrieve the box of teeth. So you see, each of these individual charges are personal to me because I've experienced all of them. All of them. Thank you much. Okay, folks. You hear that? That's the chunks of my teeth. Let me show you something. $250. I've got only 2 of these. One of the wisdom teeth that got yanked. Here's the other one. Okay? What a bad boy. Fully intact. Extracted. Here's another one. This fucker, believe it or not, well, the molar broken off, as you can see. Need to get pulled. Couple other pieces here. Another chunk there. Okay. Another one. See? I'm not shitting you. This one was in my mouth for the longest damn time. Basically caps. I got a couple of other small chunks in here. A couple of bigger ones. Got 2 other caps in here. This is another one. Broken off. Another one. Broken off. Not to mention, Troop Debbie, you missed the facial hair that much? Guess what? I got that too. Used to be here. Got 2 locks of that. Saved. Yes, I am that fucking weirdo. You want it? $250. So I ain't joking. And you want to know what? If you're patient enough, plenty more where that came from. So, let's address the charges in order. Charge 1, the covert pain. Okay? Covert pain. How many people in here have had a toothache? Give me thumbs up if you've gotten a toothache before. Let's see them. Okay? I'm pretty damn sure all of us have experienced it. Always came out of fucking nowhere. And it's always agonizing, isn't it? It's never a dull ache. It's always a sharp one. One that has a tendency to make a person contort their face, almost to the point where they're fucking attempting to do their best Jim Carrey impersonation. Sucks, don't it? Yeah. And when you got a toothache, chances are it means one of a couple of things. It could be because the tooth is infected. Since when do certain body parts have their own independent immune systems? Have you noticed that? You notice that? Tooth is infected. Hurts like fuck. Causes something that's called an abscess. An abscess is basically a boil in your mouth. Sometimes it's within the tooth. Sometimes it's within the cavity that the tooth is sitting in. Other times, it's on the gum line right against where the cavity is. The pain is indescribable. It has been described by some as giving birth. And I get them all the time. This is a personal vendetta for me, folks. This isn't just a kill order for the sake of humanity. This is fucking vengeance. Abscesses. Abscesses are a fucking nightmare. When you feel it, you can't eat. Sometimes it's so painful you can't speak. Other times you can't even move your jaw. What's worse, it causes swelling in the mouth. Do you know what it's like to have a puffy face from something inside your mouth and you can't do anything about it except suffer? And it's all because of a fucking tooth. All because of a tooth. And what's worse, you want to know what? Yeah, the giving birth thing, I kind of had to question it a little bit. I have had a pain that has been equated to such. But, dear God, that just makes me respect you folks that could give birth a hell of a lot more. Plus, you get a reward with giving birth. You get your own personal troop to mold. An opportunity to create yet another member of the firing squad. Yes. Okay. Your face gets swollen, distorted. It's ridiculous. It's painful. It's agonizing. And when the fucker ruptures, your mouth is filled with the most foul-tasting thing imaginable that you can think that could ever be in a person's mouth. Ever. And it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. And they tell you there's nothing you can do about it. Just take some antibiotics. Or they lance it. They lance it. You know, if a doctor has to pierce something, maybe it shouldn't exist. And what's worse is that, yes, Troop Debbie, thank you. Oh, we got an apple polisher in the squad tonight. I dig it. Yes, it does, Matthew. Yes, it does, Troop Matthew. Thank you for being a smartass. I love it. But yeah. You see, if the infection gets worse, you get septic. You get septicemia. You want to know what septicemia is? Septicemia is blood poisoning. And blood poisoning can kill you. You hear that, folks? A toothache can kill you. Because of a tooth. Where is the redeeming quality? It doesn't exist. That's charge 1. Charge number 2. Some of us have had braces. My teeth, regardless of the battle of epic proportions that exists in my mouth, regardless, came in straight. Sometimes they don't. Troop Mike, thank you for reporting in. Sometimes teeth don't come in straight. You know what that means? It means, essentially, that you have to have metal installed and screwed and mounted in your mouth to straighten them. To straighten them. Do you know how fucked up that is? For teeth not to come in straight. Troop Beth, thank you for tuning in and reporting in. If you've had braces, let's see a thumbs up in the frickin' bits. Some braces are so bad you have to wear headgear. You have to wear a prosthetic. Why the fuck do we get saddled with something that requires that level of maintenance? It's ridiculous. And unfortunately, it's resulted in ridicule. It has resulted in low self-esteem. It's disfigurement to some. It's a disability for some. It's a horrible rite of passage for some. And I have nothing but sympathy. You got dealt a shit hand. And I'm glad that technology exists to fix it. I am. But it sucks. Troop Matthew, you have my sympathies for your spouse. There's no purpose. None! How teeth can actually cause such a fucking bullshit disfigurement to an individual. It's bullshit. And what's worse is sometimes your teeth can come in straight, but then more teeth grow in and shove them off of alignment. They're called wisdom teeth. Explain to me, where the fuck is the wisdom in wisdom teeth? I'm getting kind of sick of this bullshit with this misnomer crap where they couldn't come up with a possible thought for why the fuck something could be named something when it's so beyond fucking impersonal and without a doubt the most inaccurate goddamn naming convention of anything else in science itself. There is no wisdom that comes out of a tooth. There's no thought process that comes out of a tooth. There's no understanding of information that comes out of a tooth. The only thing a tooth exists to do is cut shit up, grind shit up, and get infected to make your life a living fucking hell for every single person out there that was born with crooked teeth, or a person that was born out there with an overbite or an underbite or a somewhat other fucking thrown off bite, or people that end up getting buck teeth, as they call them, because they're oversized fucking biters. And you want to know what? That's the most fucked up thing anybody could ever fucking deal with. And people that have that deserve to be fucking commended for making it to adulthood, despite whatever bullshit they had to put up with when they were growing up with that crap. That alone. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. You know, I've lost potential dates because people saw what my teeth were like. I can't control it. I can't. I've lost connections because of my teeth. A part of me that nobody should ever get close enough to see, and somehow it results in stigma. I don't smile in photos because of teeth. People lose the ability to smile because of teeth. Fuck teeth. That's charge 2. Charge 3. Their unreliability. You see, teeth are the most high maintenance part of the body. They can't stand on their own. They always need help. People are born with gaps, which means shit gets caught in between the teeth, which causes pain in the gums, which causes then periodontal disease. Teeth wear down. They don't grind up as much as they used to. Teeth can't bite through everything like they're supposed to. Unfucking liable. They have a very spotty record. The teeth that are called wisdom teeth, some people actually get them growing in straight and still have them. You wanna know what? Lucky fucking you. The rest of us have to get fucking put under and get them yanked or cut out. They break apart at the worst possible time. You know, there is a legitimate phobia of the people that are meant to fix teeth. Explain this to me. A person would be happier getting open heart surgery before sitting in a dentist's chair. It boggles my brain. I can't understand it. The idea of a particular medical science that exists that can't actually do something. Okay. This one bothers me. This one bothers me a lot. It's the one medical procedure out there that you have a feeling you're going to be in pain. And they expect you to be in pain. And they tell you it's going to hurt. And they can't do anything about it. There are some procedures out there that are like that. You know, spinal taps. You know, stuff that you legitimately need to get if you have a far worse condition, which could essentially kill you. But then you got the dentist. And the dentist legitimately means pain. Hands down. And people immediately associate it with pain. How can we justify having these things in our mouths? How? It makes no fucking sense. None whatsoever. And it's supposed to last a lifetime. They don't last a lifetime. They never have. Too many things out there can cause them to break. Too many things can cause them to dissolve. Too many things out there can cause them to break. What's worse is they stain. You know, actual teeth are not supposed to be white. Teeth are supposed to be bone colored. They're supposed to look a little brown. You've got a social stigma of people that don't have pearly whites. They're not white. Makes no sense. Let's charge 3. And Troop Debbie, again, 100% correct. Worst pain in the fucking world is in the wallet. It's expensive. And yet we still have to do it. I think that anything that you have to have done should be free. Plain and simple. If it has to be done, it's free. Elective surgery should not. Elective procedures should not. Troop Matthew, let me tell you something, okay? Caps, pearly whites. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I got news for you. There ain't anything pearly white about that. Okay? Nothing pearly white about that. That was a cap with a chunk of tooth stuck in it. Nothing pearly about that. All my teeth were permanently stained. And they had to be. Because they're bone. They're all bone. Believe it or not. See, I don't have dental insurance. If I had dental insurance, I'd get them all pulled. I wish I had friends that were dentists. I'd be like, hey, you need somebody that's learning? They could pull my teeth. There you go. Do you know how bad something has to be for you to willingly endure agony? Short of giving birth, I don't know why somebody would want to put themselves through agony. Okay. No point. No fucking point. None. I'm 40 years old. This should not be a worry. And yet it is. But everything has a purpose, right? We have to have these. We don't have to have the pain, breaks, the stigma, the resulting agony. We don't need to have it, and yet we do. This is why teeth are on the fucking poll tonight. It's insane. I'm seeing Troop Debbie's on fixed income. Can't get shit done. Troop Matthew. Speaking about limitations on insurance and his wife's plight. Troop Page. Talking about how they'd rather keep their teeth crooked than have to go through procedures. We shouldn't be enduring this, and yet we are. Self-imposed torture. Self-imposed. No help exists. None. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm curious as to what you all think. Should teeth, once you reach a certain age, all get pulled out to give people dentures? It's just a stigma right now. They make you try and get implants. I know people have gotten implants to teeth. They hate them. It's painful. It's bullshit. It's just another way to create a new type of fucking crown. That's it. You say the idea of a root canal to somebody, they balk. They immediately go, ah! I've had root canals in every single one of my molars. Every single one. And believe it or not, TruePage, that's what they do. They will put you under and then yank every single one of them. Every single one of them. Are you serious, Troop Gabby? That's ironic. Hit the rack. You're hereby dismissed. So it's that time of night where I let my hair down. I'll take some questions. So right now, I'm pissed. I want you to get pissed. Teeth, without question, are the most bullshit part of the body out there. Most nonsense that occurs is from teeth. Most bullshit nonsense out there. They serve no purpose other than biological function. And if something requires biological function or is required for biological function, the fact that they're as fragile as they are, they clearly should not be charging people to fix them. I'll tell you this. You come across somebody that says that they will create free dental care for life. That's who you put in the chair. There's another issue, though, and this one is one that unfortunately I have a very, very distinct feeling is going to scare folks that want to go through what I say. Pull them all out, get dentures. Is that eventually using dentures degrades your jaw. Or at least I've been told that. I don't know. Troop Debbie, you might be able to actually tell me that. I hate to say it, you're the medic. Thing is that if I find out one day that I'm able to get them all pulled, I'll let you guys know, hey, I'm going to need a couple of weeks off. In which case, then, that means that I'm recovering and they've pulled my teeth. Because I'll be damned if I'm gumming a damn episode of The Killing Wall. I'll be damned. I mean, thankfully, me being retired from the military, I get free vision for the rest of my life. But dental, you still get charged. That sucks. And that's just it, though. And that's what confuses the fuck out of me. Because the thing is that, you know, that might be the reason why I still got a bit of a jawline. Is because the teeth in mine that have broken off, unfortunately, they're still there. The roots is still there. It sucks. I'm reading the comments here, so give me a moment, folks. All too true there, Troop Jeremy and Troop Debbie. The only thing I can tell you is go to the VA. They might be able to help you out. Because Veterans Affairs helps out vets. It's all right there, Troop Dizzy. The fact that you reported in is what counts. And folks, by the way, if you can't make it for the live broadcast, don't hesitate to share the hell out of this on the rewatch. All I care about is if you actually do share. Share this to timelines, to groups, do everything humanly possible. You know, really, because it helps me out. And if anything, you know, I legitimately have a PayPal that you can donate to. You know, and if you can, donate. If you can't, that's fine. You're still appreciated. You know? I mean, I'll be honest with you. Tonight might be a short show. I'm not feeling well. You know, my teeth been hurting me a lot today. I have a toothache here. I haven't really been able to eat because of how bad it is. You know, teeth suck. You know, they serve a purpose, but they suck. You know, a front part of my freaking canine here broke off like maybe about a month or two ago, and since then I can't wear my fangs. You know how much that sucks? I'm the fucking vampire for Hellfire Radio, and I can't wear my goddamn fangs. Troop Debbie, that does suck. That does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. And, you know, I really wish that, you know, there was something that could be done for everybody. Everybody out there deserves some form of tooth replacement. I've done that. And you know what? A peroxide rinse helps. The problem is that because it's bone and an infection does happen, my mouth fills up with foam pretty quick. So I got to do like 3 or 4 rinses. on top of my normal antiseptic rinse. You know, and oof. It's not a desirable solution, but it's a solution. It's funny, for years, my parents blamed this for the reason why my teeth were breaking apart as fast as they were. I mean, they knew they were bone, but they thought that this was degrading the bone. Here's the thing, cigarette smoke isn't acidic. It's carcinogenic. It stains the fuck out of stuff. But you know, it is what it is. By the way, folks, you know, we got a lot of shows here at the station. You know, we got music shows on Twitch and on YouTube, Instagram. You know, we've got talk shows that happen still on Facebook Live. Really good shows. You know, Skitsy's going to be coming back soon for his Sunday show. You've got Sinner Sundays with Diggs. You know, you've got Scoops of Mischief. You know, they're out actually doing live meet and greets now. They're doing something pretty damn fucking cool. You know, they just got done doing filming for Clown Motel 2. You know, we're making a footprint. So seriously, check them out. You know, you got the shows on Instagram. You got Danny Grimm, you know, doing theirs. You got Tyson doing his. You know, not to mention Justice doing Fried Eggery, the Fried Egg Fun Show. Gonzo is not. Troop Matthew. Dana left the station. You know, and you know, we got some kick-ass shows on so many platforms now, and maybe more to come. So we got some other shows that are in the works. So I highly recommend sticking around, you know, throughout the week. You know? I'm trying to think. Is there any other questions, comments, concerns, complaints, cash payments? Because I'm happy to talk about anything right now. Got me for at least another 17 minutes unless I cut the show short. Figure I'll wait a couple of minutes for questions to come in. And I'm happy to do these, you know, these personal one-on-ones with you folks. You know? I think the shorter list troop page is what don't I like to rant about. I can come up with a rant about anything. You know, there's some things I can rant about, some things I can't. Some things that if I was allowed to rant about, I can do like a 3-hour show. But, you know, some stuff I can't. You know? No politics, no religion. Has to be entertaining. You know, gotta do the thing. So I'm happy to do it. I usually do it every couple of months. I get ingrown hairs that develop here. So the only way to kind of prevent that is if I let the skin breathe and let the hair grow back in. It also lets it grow in thicker, so that this way I can manage it a lot easier. Plus, it's a pain in the ass to have to constantly trim along here just so that hair doesn't get caught in my damn teeth when I'm eating. And this hair here has a tendency to be a bitch to maintain because when I'm shaving it, yeah, I want this to grow out, but I gotta shave under here. And the only time that it's really accurate enough to get shaved here is when it's long enough for me to be able to just hold it in between my lips and then catch it here. Unless I get somebody to professionally shave it. Usually when I could, I'd go to a barber shop and I'd let them straight razor it. But unfortunately, I can't. And I need a special trimmer to be able to get here so that this way the hair along the edges here can grow out a little bit more and I can curl it. Yeah, Facebook doesn't like it when you rant about anything that, is too much of a hot topic. I could rant about something like light bulbs, but I gotta have the energy to do it. There, Troop Page. Yeah, Troop Debbie. That's painful as fuck, especially when you get one that's really aggravated. And when they grow in here and here, oh, it's a pain. The only aesthetic reason why I try to keep the configuration I had for a while is because I think I got some form of vitiligo. Because I get a gray patch that grows here. Get ranted at. It used to be Metallica. Mostly because of the bullshit with Napster. But then I found out that Fanning and Lars are actually friends with one another and can kind of understand. Deserves to get ranted at, though. I mean, honestly, I can't think of any that deserve it. I know some that'd be fun to rant with. You get a Rungus on here, I'd love to go off on some shit with him. That'd be beyond awesome. I got the lead singer of Gwar to sit down and legit just pick a time and just lose my shit. If I could get Corey Taylor, rant about the industry as a whole. Tom McDonald about the shit when it comes to hot topics. I'd love to get him in a chair and go nuts. Raven Black. I'd love to rant about, how certain types of music genres are freaking stamped as being beyond fucked up. And in fact, they're singing their fucking hearts out. Do what? Rant about the censorship of Facebook? No. Too close to the mark. I hate to say it, it's too close to the mark. I want Facebook to still like me. Much love, Troop Debbie. You are hereby dismissed. Take it easy. Thank you for reporting in. There's plenty that can be ranted about. And I've got plenty of people I would love to tag team a rant with. I mean, one of these days, I'll hopefully get scoops on here. We'll rant about the fucking bad rep that clowns get. Seriously, to what there, Troop Jeremy? About being too close to the mark? Oh, I would love to, Troop Matthew. I got some connections. There's something that possibly could happen in the works. I just gotta like poke the right people at the right times, and that could be a thing. Same thing with Taylor. It's just I gotta poke the right people. But yeah, I mean that'd be my fucking dream right there. I'll say to myself, okay, I made it. Be able to rant a topic up. I mean, that is definitely a bucket list rant bit. There was something I was talking with one of my girlfriends about recently. Well, something I would love to happen. Go to a con, and you know how sometimes they have people walk up to a mic and ask a question to panelists. Imagine there's an actual Hellfire radio panel, and somebody comes up and asks about the rank commander. And I don't know why this popped into my head, but I thought about grabbing my hat, putting it on, because I'd probably be on as my other character, Baron Voltage, because that's about 90% of my damn wardrobe is like that anyway. And legit get up to the person and smoke them. For those of you who don't know, in the military parlance, to smoke somebody is basically to get in their face, rip them apart, put them on their face, and make them push until you're happy. You know, just legit smoke them. I think they'd get a kick out of it. That's a goal. You know, but I gotta build enough of a fucking web presence for that to happen. And to be honest with you, I highly doubt anybody would want to fucking come to a panel just to see my ass, unless it's one of y'all. You got me for about another 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So, any other questions, comments, concerns? Right now, we got Troop Page doing most of the talking, and I know more than her is just in here. And Jeremy, if you mean seriously in regards to Facebook censorship being too close to the mark, I mean, yeah, it's a hot topic, and I'd love to rant on that. It's that, you know, the reasons behind a lot of the censorship are very much, you know, too hot. Well, thank you, Matthew. I'll be honest with you. I underestimate myself mostly because I don't want to get that big of a head. You know, I find that having a big ego leads to falling on your face a hell of a lot easier. So I want to stay humble. You know, I want to stay at a point where, you know, I don't think I'm hot shit. Despite everything to the contrary that people tell me. Because I dealt with something not too long ago where I found out, despite what people telling me, that I was hot shit, that I was not. And it sucked. So it was a nice reminder to stay humble. Because you never know when the floor is going to fall out under you. Or when your position could possibly be something that you'll have to actually have proven. And your ability to be able to withstand the storm gets called on. And my ability to withstand the storm got called on. And I couldn't withstand it. It sucked. Finding out just how disposable a person can get. And I'm pretty sure people would pay to see a Hellfire panel. I don't know how many, but I think it'd be pretty damn hot. Anybody else? Because if, let's see here. True, Matthew, you got a good point. And that's just it. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. And anything worth having means having to put in the work to get it. You know, I was given the opportunity to do this show 5 nights a week, and I took it. You know, and it's not easy coming up with individual topics and being able to pull all, I guess you could call them charges on whatever the hell it is I'm ranting about. So it's kind of rough. And then having to come up with concepts and ideas to be able to talk about for a full hour can be a pain in the ass too. I mean, there are some shows where I don't stop ranting for about 45, 50 minutes. Others, I burn out after about 25 minutes. And then I'm just stretching it out. I'm being 100% honest with you. This is a tough fucking job. People that say, oh, I could just hop into a camera and do whatever. Yeah, okay. Cool. You can do it. Great. Keep it up. Good luck keeping it up. It's rough. I don't envy anybody that has to do this. I don't. Anybody that could do this shit, they get my fucking thumbs up and approval. You have my sympathies there, Troop Matthew. I myself am a cancer survivor. He says as he lights up a cigarette. You know, I mean, life events shape who we are. It's like I said in last night's show. You know, walk the path that you want to walk, because the only person that can control it is you. Do what you can to make that path easier for those that are around you, because you never know when a path is going to diverge into yours and you'll be walking it together. And make sure that you aren't throwing any fucking stones into anybody else's path, because doing that takes your eyes off of what's coming ahead of you and any rocks that are flying at you. And thank you for that, Matthew. Thank you. You know, I try and give some life advice to folks too. You know, I mean, one of my favorite shows, actually, you want to what? No, there was an episode I did that I liked ranting about. It was the red flags one. It was an episode that I did where I was giving advice, dating advice, essentially, to folks. I was telling them, hey, this is what you really need to look out for, because I know a lot of people that ended up in some real shit relationships. And if they just paid attention before really committing themselves, they could have avoided a whole lot of heartache. And those are the types of shows I like doing. You know, those are the type of rants that I love doing, because you walk away with something. You know, you walk away with a learning experience that, to be honest with you, is something that you can keep an eye on and really apply almost immediately to what you're doing. You know, dating advice is always something that a person could use, because you never know when you might need to use it. And that's real life experience right there. You know, the food stuff is fun, you know, because to be honest with you, I mean, it's something that we encounter daily. You know, my very first one, snow. That was, without a doubt, one of my most hilarious ones. You know, any show or episode that legitimately makes me rant angrily, going off, at times spitting faster than Eminem in Godzilla. it's rhythmic. It's its own music. Weirdly. For those of you that don't know, every single episode is 100% improv. I don't work off of a script. And I'm pretty sure some of you that have public speaking experience can tell. Some of you, on the other hand, that have public speaking experience, I know some of you are impressed, and God knows why, but I give you kudos for giving me kudos. Prepper culture. I'm the last show of the night, so I could stay on. I just usually try and keep it at an hour. Oh, doomsday prepper culture. Believe it or not, I've done an episode on that. No, I didn't do an episode on that. That was Into the Shadows. I did one. I called it End of Days. People that are terrified of the end of the world. I think that it's good to be prepared for a bad case scenario. But at the same time, I think that doomsday preppers kind of take things a little bit more to an extreme. Because I don't think the world is anywhere near at a point where that's something that really needs to be a concern. Not yet, anyways. I think that if we were a lot more in a position to start thinking about that in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And yeah, Matthew, it was an episode of Into the Shadows that I did. It's my normal Friday night show before I started doing this 5 days a week. And was about why people are afraid of the end of the world. I think I might have touched upon doomsday prepper culture, but my opinion, as me, is have a go bag or a good bag. For those of you who don't know, good bag is a get out of Dodge. Nice little acronym. Stock up on stuff that, is non-perishable. Rice is pretty damn good because that lasts for years. Certain canned foods. It's always good to have a small stock just in case. I'm not saying hoard toilet paper but it's good to have a steady supply just in case you realize you're not going to be going to the store for a while. And essentially just basically keep a set of camping gear nearby. There is an obsession with doomsday preppers. I mean, there's even the obsession of people that are pissed off that this quarantine, that this pandemic sucks because there's no zombies. And the only thing I'm thinking is you're failing at the tutorial level of the apocalypse and you want to go immediately to the highest level possible. The fuck is wrong with you? I think that there's too much lack of trust in authority for people to survive in an apocalypse at this point. Because legitimately, you have to rely on authority to be able to manage things for the possibility to survive. Because a lot of people think that everything collapses at once. No, it never all at once. Unless we're talking straight up World War III, nuclear war, it's never all at once. Okay? What we're dealing with right now is nowhere near what could be considered an apocalypse. Okay? Public utilities still run. Okay? Food supplies are still existent. All right? Essential workers are a thing. Right? This is not an apocalypse. It's quarantine. Okay? Things could be a lot worse. And that's a good policy to have. Always have that on hand if you need to. That's my advice. I have some perishable stuff. I eat only what I need. I don't gorge myself. And if I do gorge myself, I gorge myself on something that I know is only going to last a day or two. And educate yourself on how long certain foods keep. That you can have non-refrigerated. If I wanted to, knowledge, because I worked with my father because my father ran his own general contracting business for years. I worked as his assistant for almost 20. I can build a shelter. I could build a house if I need to with my own hands. It doesn't hurt to look up how to make concrete. It doesn't hurt to know how to make bricks. It doesn't hurt to learn how to make gunpowder, learn how to make from nature itself the things that you need. Learn how to smelt metal. Learn how to create tools as need be. That's like key knowledge to have. Unfortunately, we live in an age where everybody is relying on the internet. Hey, guess what? All it takes is a couple of key things out there to take the internet offline entirely. In which case, then your only information is in books. And how many people know what books to look for? So learn how to do the shit while you can. I know the recipe for gunpowder off the top of my head. Saltpeter, charcoal, and sulfur. It's not smokeless, but boom, and learn how to do corning with it, and you're good. Learn how to do the things that you need. Learn how to start a fire using a battery and a freaking stick of gum. King of Random is a great freaking YouTube channel to check out for that shit. Tons of YouTube sites out there, YouTube channels out there that teach you how to do things with what you've got. I learned how to cook a fucking steak on an engine block a long time ago. I learned how to cure meat. I learned how to slaughter chicken, dress a deer. I know how to make an arrow, and I know how to freaking make an arrowhead. Not to mention the fact that I also know how to make a reliable bow that will last. Yeah. I would highly recommend. And not to mention, Hellfire Radio has its own YouTube channel too while I'm at it. So check that out as well. But I think that's going to be it for tonight, folks. I appreciate you all reporting in. Remember to share the hell out of this. Share it to groups, share it to timelines, share it to your friends. Share the hell out of the broadcast, because that helps me out. And it helps Hellfire out. Smash thumbs up, hearts, emojis, you name it, okay? Let me know that you're digging this, okay? Because the only way that I can stay here is if I know you want me here. So, seriously, check it out. All my past episodes also get put up to YouTube. I know I've got some backlog that I got to upload as well. Check out hellfireradio.com for any live broadcasts, Live 365. Download that. Look up Hellfire Radio. We're running 24/7. Check out Hellfire Radio. And, we've got shows throughout the week, throughout the day. Seriously. It helps me out. It helps out the station. My PayPal link is down below. And if you want to contact me directly, okay, I am one of the most accessible people on the fucking planet. You can always reach out to me with show ideas or whatever. That's my email you see down below. Smash it. Check it out. And unmake me with questions and comments. It helps me out. Because you're my squad. And I want you guys, to be part of the show. At one point, I was even thinking, for a $100 donation, I'll actually have you on the show with me. We'll tag team a topic. But, that'll only happen through y'all. So have a good night. Take it easy. And, as always, Be a good battle buddy. Help each other out. Squad dismissed.